Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 3.0 here on our third planetoid. And in the previous episode we changed the design we want to use for our volcanoes for the sole reason of being more power efficient, extremely more power efficient. And with the new design we built in the previous episode, we will be able to get rid of the Aqua Tuners completely, which of course is a benefit, and we will be even generating some power. It was a fun, overcomplicated design, I liked it, but alas. I noticed this gold volcano is dormant, so what we're gonna do is check it out right now. Do I have enough water in here? I want to have about 300 kilograms per tile here at the bottom. So I'm gonna let Hassan bring about 4 or so more bottles, and that's gonna be it. And yeah, I totally forgot. I actually built this in between the episodes, and I noticed we surpassed cycle 2000. And by the way, once again, I have to mention it, this is not the real time played. I always leave the game running while editing. So you could say the 490 hours here are the combined amount that I used to make this series. Which admittedly is still a lot, but that's just how editing goes. Okay, Hassan is back on track, doing some stuff. He already brought 1 bottle, going for the next. Yes, another 200 kilograms for us. And I think, yeah, at this point we are more than golden, so we don't need to do this anymore. We can also get rid of the ladder, and finally this thing here, close that off. No, actually, wait. I first need to analyze the volcano, so let's not get ahead of us, and also build a obsidian wallpaper. While we're at it, I also want to finish the rail. So 1 rail made out of steel. This is very important. This one needs to be made out of steel, otherwise it's gonna melt away, because this is the place where the molten gold will spawn. So let's analyze the volcano as well. And then at some point we'll have to think about where exactly we want to have the final cooling chamber. It's probably gonna be just below here. I like that. The final cooling chamber is gonna be very important because we also need to use it in order to cool down the steam turbines in each of these contraptions. So let's think about this quickly. This would be my next steam room, and then on top we could do the cooling. So this would be the lowest where I can do it. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So we're gonna be using this space here in order to do the final cooling. So instead of my materials going directly into the launcher, we first want to do something with them here. We want to combine them on this rail and initiate the final cooling phase. I probably want to run 2 Aqua Tuners just to be entirely sure. On top of here we're gonna have a steam turbine as well as a liquid reservoir, and then a cooling loop going through everything. Bunch of heavy watt join plates here. Let's add the steam turbine already. I even have the space for a second steam turbine. I think I might actually make use of that. So set up a liquid reservoir here and then a steam turbine on the other side for symmetry's sake. And this means I can now use all of this space in order to cool things down. So the materials are just gonna loop through here, and then we have to check the temperature somewhere. It's a little confusing with that rail in the way. Let me reroute that briefly, like so. Hassan takes forever to analyze this thing. Thankfully we only have to do it once. I have quite a big backlog of materials at the moment. We just have to hold out a bit longer, 28 cycles. But geez, the power problems, they are a bigger problem. I don't think I can leave the rat ball generator running, but what we can do is just keep going with the cooling here. Oh geez, this is at 80 degrees. Yeah, this Aqua Tuner here is actually more important than the rat ball generator. So we're just gonna be accumulating some refined aluminum and gold, and we're gonna send it back later when we have the power under control. So I wanna see just 1 more shot here. Come on, you can do it, boy. And that's what I'm talking about. Wonderful. Cut that. Oh, I also realized on Glowani here, the main planetoid, at the moment we cannot collect all the materials, but if I add 2 more tiles here, then we will be able to do it. And I could theoretically remove those. This way we actually get by just using 1 auto sweeper, and we could optimize that for the other planetoids as well. Come on, Hassan, I hope you can finish it in this cycle. You can do it. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. No! Wonderful. The volcano is finished. Activity in 40 cycles, and it is actually outputting less than the previous volcano. So we should be good to deconstruct this next. Hassan is bringing out the data disk. I'm gonna just move him manually. Wait, of course, now he's building that stuff. So I wanna tell him just to hurry up a little bit. We're gonna set this conveyor loader to pick up everything, or just the gold, doesn't matter at this point. And now we can wait until this is active. Actually, I need some more water in here, and I also need my pipes. Totally forgot about that. Maybe we should set this up before it is too late. Let's get that radiant pipe, and we're gonna make them out of aluminium, and it's always gonna be the same setup. So aluminium pipes all the way. Coming in from this side, then hopping over, and we want some igneous rock pipes now, going up and up, and it's always going to be the same like this. So technically we can also already build that here on the other side. Aluminium, whoop, up, and a bridge. And I shouldn't have taken apart the bottle emptier because I want a nice film of water here at the bottom. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go for salt water, so I'm gonna mop this up here. And for that, I think it's safer to set up the bottle emptier inside of the room, so we don't do anything with the liquid lock. I'm actually going to do something similar with the power lines as with the rails. So we are just going to lead them along the rails, and then it's going to be pretty slick, in my opinion. So, not here, but there. Yeah, let's give Hassan a little bit of time to actually go ahead and build this, and then I'm going to be right back. Alrighty, we are a couple of steps further into the process. I'm just about to pump out the entirety of these facilities as well, and I realized that we cannot have one entire room here. We have to divide it into a Aqua Tuner steam room as well as a room that we're gonna fill up with the coolant in order to get the final temperature as well as keep all the steam turbines cool. So we're gonna do something similar to this system without all the complicated automation, but we're definitely gonna need a liquid pump, and solely a liquid reservoir is not gonna do. Right now it looks a little bit chaotic with all the scaffolding, but that is gonna change pretty soon, do not worry about that. Right now I'm filling up this room with a little bit of water. I guess 100 kilogram per tile would be enough. I'm gonna go with 300 just because I can. You can also see by now this room here is entirely closed off. We will have to prevent power losses as soon as this guy is actually ready to go in 31 cycles. Fortunately enough, that means all the other ones are actually going to be dormant. So everything that actually sucks our power right now will be getting rid of. And oh no, yeah, I have to bring some coal over here. Let's increase the priority of the storage bin. We are really dependent on coal and we just don't have enough of it. So that has to change. There, our Aqua Tuner is in place. We have enough water. Let's do the piping for it. Going in, and we need to combine it with the liquid reservoir as well as this reservoir. And that's just to have even more thermal capacity. And because we have the space for it, there's no real other reason. Meaning this lower room here would suffice, but we're just gonna add another room. And I added this pipe here in order to add the salt water to the mix. So let's do the bypass and everything, go out here, little liquid bridge like so. And then I first want to make my way into the liquid reservoir. So we're going to do something like that, and we come out of it, go into this liquid vent in the future. We got power coming in from the outside. There will be some heat that is going to leak through the outside, but it's not going to be a problem because around here we barely have any oxygen or other gases for that matter. Looks like we achieved a vacuum. That's nice. I'm also gonna obsidian wallpaper this room up here at the top. I'm just extremely fond of the rich black it gives. We also get rid of those pumps and any additional power cables we used for those. I also would like to add a liquid pump here at the very end. And before I forget, some of these wallpapers I would like to exchange with temp shift plates. Do I still have enough materials? Probably not. I wanted to do this with diamonds. So I'm gonna have to send over some more diamonds here from Vivani. Let's maybe focus on this part a little bit so we can actually finish the room, close this off, and then we can start filling this up with the salt water. Now, actually thinking about it, maybe we want to add the liquid reservoirs here. Yeah, that might even be more elegant, to be quite honest. And in this case, I don't even think we're gonna need the temp shift plates. Yeah, let's actually get rid of those. And also these pipings, they will now go to the liquid reservoirs down here. So we move directly over, hop over, and join the reservoir. Actually, we'll have to do it like so in order to get to the next reservoir, and then this is gonna be our output. And this is now gonna go through the entirety of the base to cool down each and every steam turbine. Now this sensor once again is gonna be a little bit redundant, and also I would like to change where we are going here. So I wanna go up and then hop over here instead of going down. And the reason for that is because the pump, what we pump out, I want to directly lead into the Aqua Tuner, or rather right here into the sensor. I'm now gonna close off this room in the hopes that I didn't forget anything. And after that we should be able to fill this room up with enough salt water so I can get this liquid lock going and then get out of this room without leaving any debris, preferably. So I don't even need this bottle emptier, I just need to fill up the room. And geez, it is really close actually. I have to send over even more coal, and what the heck is this Pip doing here? This dude must have a long journey behind him. But yeah, I'm just sending over a bunch of packets of coal to hopefully last the few remaining cycles of the aluminium volcano. As a matter of fact, it is still about 15 cycles to go. There, the room is closed off. That means I'm gonna connect the pipe here and get my salt water going. I'm gonna disable the pump because I don't want this to go just yet. I want to fill up the room first, and once that's done, I'm gonna fill up the reservoir as well. Also, if this is the pipe that cools the entirety of the base down, at some point we have to come back, and this is going to happen here. We hop over here and we will be filling up the cooling chamber this way. I'm already gonna take things apart here, finish this room so we can build the steam turbine, and actually thinking about it, we could set up a transformer here. Not sure if it's worth it really. You know, to save power, I'm actually now gonna disable the second Aqua Tuner here by just reconnecting these guys. Actually, we should probably disconnect this first and, you know, just empty the loop. This is gonna allow us to deconstruct this Aqua Tuner and get rid of the power cable there. Also all the piping, and we probably just end up closing this off to preserve the chill. I'm also gonna change a little something here. I wanna make a power throughput, and in order to do that, I believe I can build these tiles and then remove this guy in order to preserve the vacuum. Let's actually check this out. Hassan, please get that tile. Yeah, nice, that actually worked. So all we have to do is this, right? Wonderful. We now have reached the last layer here. I want to stop it when we are about 500 kilograms in. And then there's one more thing that I forgot to set up, a thermosensor, of course. That is gonna go here together with an automation wire, like so. This way we'll only use the pump if necessary. And of course, I totally forgot the second liquid reservoir as well. But once again, we're gonna make our way in here very shortly. And that is the 500 kilograms. Let's cut the pipe right there and connect it to here instead. So now we start to fill up the liquid reservoir. Also, we should be able to deconstruct these two tiles. Maybe I'm just gonna build something here just to be 100% sure that's gonna work. Also a second steam turbine. No wait, that doesn't make sense at all because I don't have a steam room below it. Yeah, we'll have to be a little bit more creative on how we want to use this space. There we go, the room is sealed off again. I have both of my liquid reservoirs completely full and we're basically ready to get things launched. So I decided to start off the cooling loop right here with this level. Then we're going back all the way over where we're going to cool down the steam turbine for the first cold volcano. So we would be coming back here, hopping over again, and then we join with the next volcano, which is at this point. So I want to go down here. Then we would be continuing to the next volcano. And I guess at this point we go straight over to the next one and then back. And I think at this point I just want to move back to exactly where we want to go, which is, let me think, Yes, right here. We want to drop back into the room where we extracted the liquid in the first place. Once we tame this guy, I might have to change a few things about this pipe, but for now we are gonna do this. Can I build this? Yeah, just about. I might have to add a ladder here to get down. Not sure if that's possible. Well, let's just move over. This way I will be able to build everything. But that is the entirety of the cooling loop that I still have to build. And I guess let's check out this volcano. Still 12 cycles to go. So I need a solution for now. I think I'm just gonna do that. And then do that and that. Now the loop should be closed, right? I'm not gonna be needing this anymore. Oh no, this is gonna drop inside of the room, isn't it? Yeah, unfortunately this is a harsh reality, so I will have to make a liquid lock again in order to pick that up. But what you're gonna do, as long as that loop is now completed, I'm happy. So we can probably finish that before the aluminium volcano shuts down for good. As a matter of fact, it will probably only erupt 3 or 4 more times, which means I don't necessarily need to run the system anymore. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna stop the system so we save even more power, because the volcano will not be able to evaporate the salt water at this point. Actually, I just noticed I don't even need this pipe. Oh, looks like the loop is already going for it. Interesting. Yeah, this is the only section that isn't finished yet. But yeah, basically I noticed I can get rid of that lower pipe here and already have my setup that we're gonna have in the end. The aluminium volcano is gonna erupt 2 more times and then it is gonna become dormant. We have 53 degrees here at the moment. I think we also timed it nicely with the finishing of these pipes now. And we can see the salt water is already going through the various sections. Wonderful. This is the last pipe and now the loop is completed and I even fixed this part here. So all we're waiting for is for this guy to become dormant so I can open this up. And there we go. We actually have reached the end of the line. Now we have to hook up the Aqua Tuner as well. And it should go off because I set this guy to 10 degrees. And I did the same thing with the liquid pipe thermosensor, though I should probably set this a little bit lower. Let's go with 10 degrees here and then 15 degrees on this guy. And now the loop is completely in motion. Wonderful. You know, at this point we should probably already sneak inside of the room in order to gain access. And then we carefully need to mop up the aluminium here in order to get rid of it somehow. Okay, this is actually looking good. Yeah, I will be able to enter here without issues. We are gonna get rid of the steam turbine and everything in this room, because as soon as I open this up, well, actually we could open it up here. Yeah, that would be good. But essentially we want to get rid of everything absolutely unnecessary, which is almost everything. And this is actually the very last eruption right here that we are seeing. And then we can start to mop things up, hopefully, if it's not too much liquid. That would be horrible. But let's maybe already mop this up without destroying the liquid log. The aluminium volcano is dormant and we can at least mop up the edges here, so we should be fine mopping up the rest as well. We can do that during the next cycle and then get started with preparing everything. For instance, the lower room can be cut off entirely and then it will go up to this point, including the wallpaper that we can already do, and it will also go up to this point right here. Okay, looks like we got the aluminium bottled up. Now we just have to dump it somewhere safe. And I'm actually gonna do that right here on the top. I think this is a brilliant idea. Bottle Emptier, you wanna take some molten aluminium. Where would that be? Ah, it's just called aluminium. Pick that up, throw that in there. Okay, we have some steam, but that doesn't really matter. Or does it matter? Hopefully it's not gonna matter. It's actually a little bit more aggressive than I first anticipated. I think we're gonna be fine. Let's just do the rest of the bottles. I mean, this is a one-time thing. We are gonna have to do it for the gold volcano too, but after that we'll be done redesigning. As a next step, let's maybe take apart everything that has to do with this lower room. And I actually had to mess this up. Fortunately enough, we did get rid of all the aluminium, but I let some stuff get in because it got converted into steam. So But you know, that is absolutely fine. We now have plenty of time, 62 cycles to finish this contraption again. So yeah, with that out of the way, we have done quite a humongous chunk. My suggestion is I'm gonna wait for this guy to also become dormant, and then I'm gonna remodel the last volcano contraption so we have everything ready. And once that has happened, we can indefinitely let the rappel generators run, maybe even 3 at a time, and get things really going. So I will be doing that in between the episodes. The next time we can take care of something else, but I figured this is actually really important to have indefinite gold and aluminium. This is gonna make building decisions much easier. But with any further ado, let's wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.